everybody, what's up and welcome back, and it is that time again. It is Monster Bass unboxing time for the month of June. So yes, this is my birthday month and I am so excited to open this up for you guys and show you guys what's in it. So stay tuned because we're going to dive right into it. And welcome back. And you guys know how this works, man. This is my monthly box from June. This is my Monster Bass box. I love getting these. I get these every month. This is a monthly subscription fishing box, and it's pretty darn awesome. So we're gonna dive right into this. We're gonna show you guys what we got. We're gonna talk about the baits a little bit, and we're just gonna go through the box. So let's get into it. So first thing you got in the Monster Bass box, for those of you who don't know, is it's got little tips for catching bass right here for spring, summer, and fall. Kind of tells you what baits to throw and a little bit about things and suggestions and things like that, which is super awesome for them. You can also, you know, do a thing where, you know, you catch a fish, measure it here, and submit to the little contest that they have that they do as well. And you can end up getting featured on the Instagram page where they'll show you your picture with your nifty little fish and all that good stuff. But we're gonna dive right in here and see what we got for the month of June. One of the things you get a card. And so you'll end up with this card, and it kind of tells you what you got and how much it costs and all that good stuff. And I'm going to kind of go over that and read that as well. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to see what we got here. Let's see what the first bait is. It's a Z-Man bait, which is the Z-Man spinner bait, which I can see right here. And this is kind of a chartreuse and white spinner bait with willow blade and a Colorado blade. And I love that combination. And these are just awesome, awesome baits. If you guys don't throw spinner baits, you're wrong. You need to be throwing spinner baits. When it's a little windy pickup through grass and things like that, spinner baits will hammer your fish with and without a trailer. One thing about spinner baits that you know is that if you're getting short strikes, like they're hitting it but they're not quite hitting it, you can put a trailer hook on there and that'll help your hookup ratio. If you didn't know that, they're pretty cool. Most of the time I don't fish them with trailer hooks, and I usually fish with some sort of trailer, usually some sort of Kitech on the back. Just gives a little more action and lets them kind of draw to it a little more. But spinner baits, you can't go wrong. I throw these all the time. I throw these or chatterbaits. Just awesome to have. So next thing we got is the Savage Gear. Now the Z-Man spinner bait was $8. Let's see what we got from Savage Gear here. Here we go. This is a Savage Gear. This is actually a little red lipless crank. Super cool. I throw lipless cranks, and this is actually a smaller one, so that's actually kind of awesome. It's good to have some stuff you can downsize to, especially if you're fishing on a highly pressured lake or river or whatever it is. Yeah, that's it's a crawl color. That's a pretty sweet color. Red does get fish like red. I use it. I catch fish in the summer even on this, especially in muddier conditions. Cool little bait. That one's $8.50, so there you go. Then we got what's called chase baits. And chase baits has got a frog. This is a topwater frog, it looks like. This is called the Big Wiggle Bomb. Oh, this has a slow sink to it. It's not topwater, it has a slow sink to it. But it's got little froggy legs on it. It's like a tadpole. It's like a tadpole. So that's interesting. I'm going to have to throw that and see what happens with that. But yeah, that's kind of cool. And that thing runs like $10.50 to $12, I guess, depending on where you're at. That's what it says. But interesting bait. Tadpole bait. Yeah, it's got little frog legs, but it's still got the little taily on it. So definitely going to have to give that a whirl and see what that does. So that's pretty cool. So that's our third bait. Next one we got is head on. Heat on, head on. Heat on, head on. Is right here, and it's a torpedo. Sweet. I've actually been wanting one of those to fish topwater with, so that's cool because I was gonna buy one, but now I got one. So yeah, awesome. So there you go, and those run $6, and that's a real simple bait. Just boop on the top, boop on the top, pull it apart. You can slowly roll it. You can just pull it, stop, pull it, stop. I mean, there's a couple different ways you can fish it, and I bet you that's going to get smashed, so we're going to have to throw that soon. And let's see what we got next. The next thing we got is X-Zone Muscleback Finesse Crawl. Muscleback Finesse Crawl, which is this really cool looking crawl. There you guys go. From X-Zone. Actually kind of like their baits. They're pretty cool. I've thrown a few of them. And it's just a good, this is like a motor oil with a blue in it. And it's not such a huge crawl. It's kind of the size that I like a throwing crawl. It's not super big, but it's not super small. It's kind of an in-between. And yeah, man. And those run $5. So there you go. So, we also, I'm going to just jump ahead here. We got some Daiichi hooks, terminal tackle. This pack is $3 and there is 3 hooks. So it's like $1 a hook. There you go. So, yeah, terminal tackle for your soft plastics. So you can't go wrong there. Then we got the Adrenaline Bug, which is a 4-inch. This is like any type of kind of beaver tail. Like this is in a looks like a watermelon red flake. And it's just a beaver tail bait. Everybody's got tons of beaver tail baits. So there you go. If you guys like to throw those back on jigs or whatever, throw them by themselves. There you go. Watermelon red's always a good color. And then the last thing we got is X-Zone Blitz Worm, which is a big worm. This is a big curly tail worm. So, and this is in a red bug color. Big Mongo worm. So, that's pretty cool. For those of you that like to throw big giant worms. Usually I take these things and I cut them down a little bit for how I like to fish them. But, yeah, that's just me. You can fish them full length. I usually kind of chop a little bit off, make it a little bit shorter, and it tends to work a little better for me. But you can do it. You just Texas straight those bad boys and go to town. So yeah, that's what we got. Oh, and the other thing we always get, and I love their stickers, man. I love Monster Bass Box stickers. So gotta love the stickers. So yeah, I love that. So yeah, there's our Monster Bass box for the month of June. Pretty sweet box. A lot of good baits. A lot of stuff that's gonna work. All the stuff, what I love about these boxes is all this stuff that I get. So far, every box that I've got has stuff in it that'll work for the region that I live in. I live in Virginia, so if you guys are wondering, I get the Northeast region box, and everything that I get works for where I live. And that's what I like about it, it's geared towards regions, and you can't go wrong with that, having it geared towards region. I love these boxes. There hasn't been stuff in it that come, like when I used to get other companies' boxes that I'm not going to name, I get like, 2 or 3 things, maybe 4 things sometimes that I could use, but usually about half the box was stuff that I'm never going to use where I fish. And so that was kind of disappointing. I like getting the boxes, but it was just like, half the box to me and for me was kind of useless. And so I was just like, why am I doing that? And I'm getting a bunch of baits that I'm really not going to fish. So I at one time was getting 3 different boxes, including Monster Bass. And I just kept doing comparisons for several months. I kept comparing the boxes, what came in each box and what was getting. And every box that I got from Monster Bass had stuff in it. I mean, everything that was in it was stuff that I would use. So eventually I just decided to start getting Monster Bass box, and then eventually, I was fortunate enough to get picked up and get a pro staff position with them, so I'm pretty excited about that too. And I love the company, I love the baits, and it's just been a good box for me to get, and it's super awesome because I get a lot of cool stuff that I will use, and it helps stock up my tackle. So, I got this wall here, and I got another wall over there that's going on, and so it just keeps adding to my collection of baits. So when I need something and I'm going somewhere, I can just pull stuff off the wall and go to town, and it's really nice to have because then I just had a really good friend of mine come, and he did a bunch of fishing with me, and I was able to hook him up with a bunch of baits. I told him, I said, just go ahead and shop on the walls. If you see something you want, grab it. And he filled himself up a box of baits that he's going to take back to Montana and do some fishing with, and let me know how he does with that. And I was able to, when we go fishing, I can pull stuff off the wall and make a tackle box for those guys. And they got baits to throw. I just hook them up with it, whatever I got, and go to town. And we had a great time. I mean, he hammered them, I hammered them. I mean, we just had a phenomenal time fishing together. So it was really great to see him. It was awesome, but that's why I like doing it. And I love these boxes because they're just phenomenal, and it's a good way to stock up on baits, learn some new techniques, learn some new stuff. And if you guys want to go down in the link in the description below, there's a link there. Click on the link. It's my personal link. It takes you to Monster Bass, and then use the code, and you will save. I think you get your first box for 10 or 15 bucks. I think that's what the code is, if I remember correctly. Something like that. First box is like 10 or 15 bucks. And so it's going to save you a bunch of money, and please use the link, because that link helps me out and helps my channel out a little bit as well. So, but yeah, you'll get a big discount. There's a coupon code down there where you get a discount on your first box, and it helps me out. It helps my channel. Helps me keep being able to do stuff. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. Good deal. And great box. Check it out. And the other thing is, if you end up not liking the boxes, then you can cancel your subscription anytime. So it's a win-win situation. I will keep getting them. I love them. And they're awesome boxes, so I got zero complaints. So that's all I got for you guys. You know, I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope you guys are getting out and doing some fishing. I finally was able to get out on the river and do some fishing. I love fishing for smallies, so if the one fish I could target, if I only had one to target, it would be smallmouth all day long. I just love fishing for them. They're awesome, awesome, awesome. So that's it. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe button, that ding dong button. All those things you got to do for YouTube, share, everything like that. And then just do yourself a favor, get out there, get your lines wet, and catch some fish.